welcome to Wilhelm. I am your host, Ben Beck, and it's Valentine's Day. Can't tell by my background if you're watching the video because I'm an Eagles green right now, but close enough to Valentine's Day anyway. So what better time for this episode's top 5? Being so close to Valentine's Day, my guest and I, we're going to reveal and discuss our top 5 choices, excuse me, for favorite movie couples. As for my guest, she's a filmmaker, she's an influencer, and she is a previous guest on Wilhelm. Please welcome back to the podcast, Lindsay Barrasse, who is not on camera because she's fucking with me.
I'm on the list.
Oh boy, the people listening to the audio version of this are going to be like, what the hell is going on?
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's totally fun.
For those listening to the podcast, on the video version, I was not on camera, and then using my wheelie chair from Office Depot, I slid into frame.
Not a sponsor. Now we're in the ASMR section of the podcast, speaking directly into the microphone at low volume.
Yes, and here you can my list.
So welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Last time you were on, we did top 5 favorite George Clooney films, which was a lot of fun, especially because you introduced me to Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes.
Return
of the Killer Tomatoes. Sorry.
Well, no, it could be like a whole Star Wars thing, like Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Jedi,
Well, it's also like Planet of the Apes, where there's like Return to the Planet of the Apes, Revenge of the Planet of the Apes.
Well, I was saying, I think it might have been called Revenge. I don't know. Like how Star Wars was. Well, that's a whole other podcast.
But you did introduce me to Return to the Killer Tomatoes.
Yes, and it's amazing.
That movie was so much fun. I did not expect it.
It's so great.
Especially because Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is such a cheeseball film. But Return is just as cheesy, but
more so,
so much
purposely cheesy.
Yeah, exactly. That was the best
purposely.
way to put
it. That product placement, which I've used in a short film, breaking the fourth wall, stopping in the middle, and being like, "Oh, we don't have enough for production. What do we do?" I've used that,
and it works so well in that movie, and then. Again, such a younger Clooney, and God, that was just a fun episode.
The hair, his hair.
Oh my God, movie. The hair. That's
a whole other character.
The top 5 favorite 80s froze.
Yeah,
it's pretty much what it would be. How have things been otherwise for you? Keeping busy? I know you've got one big thing in your life right now. I don't want to mention it unless you want to.
One bit. Well, for those viewing, it's they don't know what's going on down here. Oh. So, I have a little thing growing in my belly, and it's ready to pop out soon, Alien style. I do feel like in Alien, like the stomach, and then the alien pops out, right? Because this baby is so active. It's every time we go to the doctor, that baby's so active. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Thanks for telling me.
I feel it.
I'm aware. Yeah. But it's full on limbs coming out of my stomach, and it's the weirdest thing. And pregnancy is weird.
Yeah. Oh, I can't speak from experience, but I do know that I can say this on the podcast, so it's public knowledge, and you already know it because I've said it to you directly. But I'm incredibly happy for you and your husband. And
thank you.
You and I have known each other. We talked about this a little bit on the last podcast. We've known each other for a long time,
probably 20 years.
We're talking pre-Twitch.
Yeah.
Because
Twitch was JTV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where, I was really. 2007, really starting everything up. I shouldn't say that. I was very active, everything internet, since, I don't know, 1997. as a young tween, being
since the invention of the internet.
Yeah.
Well, not that far back.
But. Yeah.
But yeah, we've known each other. Yeah, probably. God, yeah, probably going on about 20 years at this point, which
It's
is awesome that
crazy.
we still talk quite regularly, at least online, and it's fun.
Yeah. And now we both have an obsession, which is a new obsession for me. And then when I posted about it, you were like, I have to go like almost every week, but Crumble.
Oh my God,
Not a
Crumble.
sponsor.
Yeah, and when I decided to try and shave off a couple pounds and stop going to Crumble as much, what does Crumble do? They open a shop closer to my house. So
They're targeting you.
I can't
No,
avoid it.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it is very expensive, but like, my goodness.
They're so worth it.
Like, I was just, I'm like, what is this cookie place, this Crumble, whatever. And like, Dave, my husband, loves cookies. Like, that's his thing. Like, cookies he cannot resist. So I was like, oh, I'm going to surprise him. I'll go to this cookie shop. I didn't know it was a chain. And I'm like, wow, I'll get these, it was like close to Christmas. So there were like some Christmas themed ones. I think there was like an eggnog one or whatever, but there was a waffle cookie. And I ended up like, I mean, it took me like a week. Like I eat like I'm not a sweet tooth person,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, those cookies are amazing. But I think what gets you and their great marketing plan is that they like change them at weekly and then you don't know. So then you're like, oh, and then if you don't get it and you miss it out, then you're like screwed for like 6 months. Cause then,
Yeah. I mean, in the time that I've been going, I've seen a couple cookies come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read a lot of the comments for when I see cookies pop up that I've never had, and seeing other people be like, oh, I've been waiting for this to come back. So I know they've been around before, like this week in particular. At the time you're listening to this, unfortunately, it'll be past, so you'll miss it. But they have like a Kentucky butter
How
cake.
Is that? Is it good?
I haven't tried it yet. I'm going tonight.
Okay. Because I'm like, everyone's raving about this butter cookie, and supposedly like it's been off the menu for like many months.
For months.
Like, yeah. So I don't know if we're talking about like couples, my husband and cookies.
There you go.
So that's our number 6.
Yeah, there you go. That's your number 6 on the list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tonight. I usually make it my Saturday thing, is because if I go on Saturday, this is my logic. If I go on Saturday and I find a cookie that I really, really like, I can't go back because they're closed on Sundays.
Yes. So are they like a religious or like Chick-fil-A or like?
No, it's just baking day.
Oh, baking day.
Yeah, it's for them to prepare for the week.
Oh.
It's for them because they have to. Now, I mean, if you go in there on like a Friday or Saturday, you'll usually see them preparing the doughs and stuff for the next week. But Sunday is baking day for them.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you look on their website, they do offer gluten-free cookies to anybody who's interested. But I don't know how. You can't order them on the app. Like, I don't know how to get them because my mother's gluten-free. And I keep bragging about these cookies to my mom, and she's like, I can't eat them.
Yeah.
And then she's the one that found that they make gluten-free.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at your mom at being gluten-free. I'm laughing at the fact that this podcast is now turned into a...
It's a cookie podcast.
Sorry.
Well, this is how the podcasts always start. We have like a little chit chat beforehand, and then we go into the meat of the podcast. Yeah. But I'm glad you brought up Crumble. So
sorry,
because it reminded me that I have to go today. And I will say to wrap up this conversation, their Boston cream cookie is out of this world.
Yeah, I do love Boston cream
favorite.
donuts. Donuts are my thing.
Donuts are also. They're also like 10 times cheaper than
Crumble. Yeah. Unless you're going to like, so we have like specialty donut shops all around Asheville.
We have them here too. Yeah.
Like really fancy, made to order. But the best donuts I've ever had was in St. Augustine, and like one of the oldest donut shops. And now I'm like blanking on the name, but it's like right on the main strip in St. Augustine, Florida, and it was delicious.
This is going from
it's Augie's Donuts. Like Augustine. Sorry.
This is going from cookies to desserts now.
I do love donuts.
Well, because there's a place by me from where I live, it's about a half-hour drive minimum to get there, but it's totally worth it. Called Duck Donuts, not a sponsor,
Yeah.
and
People go crazy. They just opened one in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
They have a maple bacon donut that is just. I'll get a dozen of those. I don't need any of the other donuts. Maple bacon. I'm good.
It does. I mean, we're talking about sweets, Valentine's Day.
Right?
Yeah.
It works.
It works. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. As long as we're not going into like candies.
Yeah. Men, you're looking for our couple, any significant other, sorry. Any significant other, if you're looking for a sweet treat, don't do the box of chocolates. Do a box of crumble cookies.
Ooh. Yeah. Now they need to be a sponsor.
That you love. Yeah.
Now they need to be a sponsor because now we're sending people their way.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Crumble is doing it's a weird week for them because they're doing the Valentine's Day stuff. They're promoting for Valentine's Day next week. And I'm sure next week's cookies are going to be like red velvet and like all these like decadent chocolate type cookies for Valentine's Day week. But they're also doing Eagles and Kansas City cookies in certain locations too.
Yeah.
Because of the Super Bowl this week.
That's true. Yeah.
So they're like specialty ones because like every once in a while they'll do like mystery cookie.
Yeah.
And every location is different. So right now they're doing, I think you can get the Eagles cookie in Philadelphia because who's going to buy the Kansas City?
It's a great business plan. Like it's a really great, like people love that. Oh, if I don't get this now, it's like McDonald's Shamrock Shake or their Boo boxes. They came back out with I went nostalgic.
Yeah.
To get one of those pumpkin plastic things. And I had it for like a minute. I was like, I don't need this. I just wanted to get it. And then my neighbors have a 2-year-old and like I gave it to them for
And that's how I would be. It's like, this would be great to get, but what am I going to do with it? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, every Monday is Cookie Monday for me. I jump on the app every Monday morning to see what flavors are available for the week. Anyway,
now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
And I really want a cookie, but
no, now I really can't wait to go to Crumble later.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know how that Kentucky butter cookie is.
I'm gonna go tonight.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'll go. I don't know if I'll get all 4, but it's like one cookie is so expensive, and then like you're like, oh, I might as well get 4. But like sometimes I don't like because right now they have a lot of things that I'm allergic to. Because I can't have peanuts. I'm allergic. So
you can't eat any peanut butter cookies.
So their sugar cookie is made with like an almond frosting. They have the peanut butter banana, which looks delicious. Delicious.
I will tell you, if I had any one complaint about Crumble cookies, it's that they're very heavy-handed on the frosting.
Yeah.
That's
I picked really the frosting off. I'm not a frosting person. So like I said, I'm not a sweet, like I get Pop-Tarts, I get the defrosted ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to lean more towards the cookies that aren't frosted now because the frosting is very heavy.
Yeah.
We're
still talking.
I know. As we said, we were getting off of this. Okay, let's dive into this week's topic.
Instead of talking about sweet, let's talk about sweethearts.
There you go.
Film.
Nice transition. As always, if you've ever listened to this podcast before or you're new to it, there's always the possibility of spoilers. I put that as a blanket warning for every episode, even if there's not going to be any. And of course, just so you know, Lindsay and I have not revealed our top 5 to each other as to not influence each other on our top 5s. So I'll be hearing hers for the first time. She'll be hearing mine for the first time. That said, let's dive into the top 5. Starting with number 5, we'll kick it off with you, Lindsay. Who do you have for your top 5, number 5 favorite couple?
Favorite couple. Now I hope I got the assignment right. It's couples who have starred in films together, right?
No, these are character couples.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've starred in films together.
Yes,
they might not be together in real life. It's not like famous Hollywood celebrity couple.
No.
Okay.
You got
it. Okay.
You got the assignment right.
My number 5 is a Hollywood couple. They are my favorite Hollywood couple. Their movies that they've been in together are not great. by any means. They're kind of just like,
I think. Are we talking about? Is one of them J-Lo?
no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because I know the movies that Ben and J-Lo have been in are not great.
Yeah. No. No. That's a whole other. That's a whole other thing. Me talking about. I think she's extremely talented, but like my husband loves that "Marry Me" movie. He's a sucker for those kind of films, which is like hilarious. It's just like, who is this Dave guy? Like, what? He loves like Rob, but he loved "Marry Me," and the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, this is awful. What is?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, so my number 5, Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, because together.
Well, wait a minute. What characters were they a couple in a movie?
Hit and Run and Chips. They weren't characters in the movie, but they starred in the movie together.
Well, no, that's not The Assignment.
Okay.
No, The Assignment is actual couples. Like, I'll give you an example of one of my.
Okay, well then all my other ones are good. All my other ones are good.
Okay. I'm gonna say
I'll pull in an honorable mention that I have then, I guess, for my 5.
Okay.
But I mean, my love for Kristen Bell.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Like, I've had the biggest crush on Kristen Bell for as long as I can remember. And then I remember being disappointed that she started dating Dax and then marrying Dax. And then I started seeing the two of them together. And I'm like, I can't complain about this.
Yeah.
They're great together.
Yeah. They remind me of my husband and I. Like,
I get
that relationship and like just the silliness and like the whole thing about the armchair and like the middle, like I've been there. Not with an armchair, but with like stupid stuff where I'm just like,
I mean, but that's where the name of his podcast came from.
Yeah, yeah.
As well, Armchair Expert.
Yeah. God, honorable mentions. Okay, so another couple that are actually together in real life that played a couple on screen. Movie kind of really bombed, but it is a superhero. So Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds with Green Lantern.
Okay. So the couple you're referring to is them in the movie.
Them in the movie.
Okay.
Right. I don't know.
All right.
That's an honor because I also love them in real life.
I do too.
The rest of my 4 to 1 are like they're good. They're solid. It was just very hard. It was hard for me.
Because I'm hoping, like, now that we're going forward, like, I'm hoping that you did kind of get it. Because, like, I'm saying,
no,
like,
I did. I really did.
Okay, all right.
I really did.
Because, I'll just say, like, one of my honorable mentions is Neo and Trinity.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get
Yeah, I got it.
Got it.
But like, I don't have. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right.
I didn't mess this up. I just messed that first one up.
I didn't say you did. Well, I mean, you could have very easily, like, if you knew the character names of 2 people, but they would have had to have been, their characters would have had to have been in a couple too in order for them to qualify.
Yeah.
For number 5. I'm talking about like Dax and Kristen.
I think they were a couple in Hit and Run. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one too. Actually, I think they were a couple in Chips. Because he did do that Chips remake. And
so I'm good.
So you're good.
I understood the assignment.
But I'm pretty sure their characters were a couple in that movie because
I just haven't
he was
seen
one
those
of the ones.
movies.
Dax directed it.
Yeah. In a very long time. And I just wanted to put them on there because I love them. That's all.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they weren't a couple. I don't know if they were or not. I know it.
I remember them hating each other though in a movie.
That could very easily still be a couple.
Chips.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could very easily still be a couple in that sense.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I get it.
Bombed my first one. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. But I'll give you my number 5. My number 5 is a movie that I still absolutely love to this day, and I love this couple, and I've been lucky enough to talk to one of them. Unfortunately, I'll never get the opportunity to talk to the other because he has since passed. But My number 5 is William and Jocelyn from A Knight's Tale.
Oh.
So they are just two people that like just I can't really explain it. Like I had the opportunity to interview Shannon Sossaman, who played Jocelyn. This was years and years ago. She was on a show called Wayward Pines for Fox, which was an M. Night Shyamalan film, and she was incredibly sweet. And obviously, this was already passed since Heath Ledger had passed away.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I would have ever had the chance to interview him or talk to him because his career would have just been huge had he survived. At least that's what I assume would have been the case. But yeah, William and Jocelyn to me were just a fun couple to watch. And I don't know if it's more the couple aspect or the movie that made their coupleship fun, their coupling fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie. I just remember like the night scene. Not like night as in day and night, but like the courtyard and that. I mean, like I just haven't.
It's called A Knight's Tale. Like, you talk about like the jousting and
the jousting scene. That's what I remember. All that fun stuff. Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of them.
Oh. Maybe that's why I remember it because there's a couple of them.
They stand out very easily. Yeah. So, but yeah, my number 5, William and Jocelyn from A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
So, number 4.
Number 4. I'm getting it up because I'm getting a picture up as I'm like hunched over here. So I didn't put down character names, and that's the hard part. But I put down the actors' names and then the films and the years that the films came out. But number 4 is Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara from Best in Show and A Mighty Wind, also in Schitt's Creek together.
Yes.
But they are phenomenal actors.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like I really like dry humor and mockumentary like things and like so Best in Show and A Mighty Wind, and they played couple like so there.
Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy are so great together. Like they just have this natural chemistry together that you would swear they were a couple.
They were, yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
And it still cracks me up that everybody got into, it doesn't crack me up that everybody got into Schitt's Creek because it's an amazing show, but it cracks me up all the younger generation that after watching Schitt's Creek didn't realize that she was the mom from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, but where have you people been?
But a lot of those people haven't seen Home Alone like how we did. Like we grew up with it. Like, you know, like
I mean, I go back with Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy to SCTV. I mean, which they were hysterical then, and they're still hysterical now.
Well, but, I love Canadian television and I love British television. Like I really, we have one of our streaming platforms that we have at the house is the Acorn Network. Okay, and people.
I thought you were going to say BritBox, but okay.
No. But like I mean, I really like British television as well. Like I could go down a whole rabbit hole. That's a whole other conversation. But like I love like comedy troupes too. So you're talking about the Canadian Canadian comedy troupe. You have Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, and they were all in this like comedy troupe thing, and they did a lot of stuff together. And like the British. Like you have a lot of people know like Mighty Ponthan or like the Mighty or the Boosh. And there's another one, and I don't even think they have a name, but they've done like I love Yonderland, the television show.
I know you're a fan of that show. I've never seen it.
I love it so much, but then they do Horrible Histories, and I'm a history buff and history nerd person, and Horrible Histories is fantastic. And then they did the show Ghost, which now is the American version, which is pretty good, but the so good. So good. Sorry, that's Hollywood couples. Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara. Sorry. Really good. I love Best in Show. I think it's hilarious. Mighty Wind.
I was going to ask you, between Mighty Wind and Best in Show, which one are you a bigger fan of? I'm a bigger fan of Best in Show. I think that movie is hysterical.
Well, because I like dog. Like I think that's the like bringing that in, like the aspect. However, A Mighty Wind with knowing the music scene of like folk music and stuff like that. Like my Aunt Janice is a very big, like she helped raise me pretty much. And she's a musician and folky, whatever. And all of her friends that I've met are very similar to that movie. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So it's a hard pick, but
I know I might have to do an episode of this podcast on like favorite British comedies.
yeah.
Like comedy TV series, and then bring you back for that so we could talk a little bit more about that.
What, Yonderland and Ghost and
well, like just any
Right.
British television, because I
Yeah.
know like I'm a big fan of like I don't know if you remember The Thin Blue Line with Rowan Atkinson. I know they're bringing back Faulty Towers with John
Yeah.
Cleese. So like yeah,
I like Rowan Atkinson. I watched that Bee thing. It was like a great binge.
Yeah, and it's
The
quick
Bee-
too.
Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah,
I think
it's
each
really
episode
quick.
is like 10 minutes, but he's
I love
great.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
I'd love to have him on the podcast
Yeah.
one day. I might have to try. All right. So
what's
my number 4 is a relatively newer movie couple, as in 2022, and they come from one of my favorite movies of the year, if not actually my favorite movie of the year. My number 4 is Evelyn and Waymond from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
That movie.
That movie was really not what I like. I didn't know what I expected, but that was yeah.
I don't think anybody was able to predict what that movie was going to be.
Yeah.
Because it was so many things all rolled into one.
It was everything everywhere. Oh.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, and it's up for the Oscar. It's nominated for 11 different Oscars right now, including both Michelle Yeoh and Ki Hu Kwan, who are Evelyn and Waymond. And
it's really nice to see a different film, a very like a lot of Oscar like are like your typical Oscar movie, you know, and like that. It's just really nice to see a change up, you know.
Oh yeah, completely agree. Yeah. But those two as a couple, it's such a powerful metaphor for what some people see a couple is and what a couple could actually become. Like finding the strength in two people, or two people finding the strength in each other in their own ways. It's just not to mention the fact that I am such a big Ki Hu Kwan fan now that like if he wins the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, I will legitimately cry.
Yeah.
Out of like happy tears, because I'm just Michelle Yeoh is a treasure in herself, but I want Ki Hu Kwan to win that Oscar. I want him to win it so bad. And I think he will. But yeah, Evelyn and Waymond from Everything Everywhere All at Once is just, I don't know why they're not hired on my list, but I look at the other couples I have on my list and I'm like, yeah, I get it.
It's really hard to rank. It was really hard. My last 3 were really hard to rank.
My number 1 was my number 1.
Oh, I'm just immediately when I saw, about your podcast, and you're like, this is the theme or whatever. I'm like, I automatically know who I'm going to say because it's part of my lifestyle. Oh,
I already know where we're going with this, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's my number 1. That's usually how it tends to be when I put these top 5s together. Like my number 1 is usually very dominant. And then it's all the other ones. It's like 2 through 5 that they could be swapped out in any different direction. But I also tried to stay away from like the really, really mainstream
predictable
ones.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously Princess Leia and Han Solo is one, like,
I was like, do I put that on my list? Because that was like,
it's an honorable mention on mine because you can't not mention them. Although I will say my number 1 is a pretty mainstream couple. So, but I could not put them on the list. Yeah. That's basically how it is. All right, let's move on. Number 3.
So it's not like, oh, she didn't understand the assignment or something like that. But like, I was like, oh, I really have to like change it up because a lot of people are like, anticipating like we had, talked about like J-Lo and Ben Affleck or whatever, things like that. but I wanted to have a little fun with it. And because I have an obsession with this person, and well, both of them, but celebrity. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm just like laughing.
No,
because
fine.
they're technically, it is a couple, but not in a couple sense that you think of. It's a bromance.
Okay. All right. I'll count it.
You'll count it? Okay.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
All right. I think that counts.
Come on.
I'll count it. But again, movie couples, you have to be specific. So as in, like, what movie are
Shaun
you
of the
referring
Dead.
to?
We'll just go with that one. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with the number one of them together. And then maybe like, because I did like Hot Fuzz, but like.
Well, I mean, and that's just it. Like, I mean, if you look at all three of those movies, you know, in that Cornetto trilogy, which I absolutely adore, all three of those movies. I love all three of those movies. Like, I love Shaun of the Dead because it was the first and it was the original, and it's zombie, which I'm a big fan of that genre. And Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are so good in that movie. But the more I watch Hot Fuzz, the more and more I love that movie.
And you just laugh more. Like you know something's coming, and then you see it, and then it's just I don't know. Now I shouldn't say, oh, you laugh more at like Shaun of the Dead. Yes. No. Like in the sense of they're both equally funny, but like like it's more of that slapstick kind of comedy, I guess.
I went to an advanced screening of The World's End. This was about 2 weeks before it came out. And the screening, I still remember it because it's I've been to a lot of screenings, and this is one of my favorites. They showed Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz before World's End.
Yeah.
And Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost were there. So they were watching the movies with us.
Yeah.
And it was such a great experience to watch The World's End, a screening of The World's End with the three of them, but also watch Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz in a theater full of people who are massive fans of those films.
Yeah.
And then getting to hear the Q&A behind all three of those films with the three people, with the 2 stars and the writer director of all of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, focusing more back on Nick Frost and Simon Pegg as characters, you know, so you said Shaun of the Dead, so it'd be Simon and Ed.
Yeah.
Or no, not Simon and Ed. What the hell is Simon Pegg's character's name in Sean? Jesus Christ, it's in the title.
I'm like, where is he going with it? Like my brain was like,
So more specifically than Sean and Ed are
because I believe that's where my love of Simon Pegg began.
Mine too.
And I just think he is such a talented. I mean, even like I know that Inheritance movie, right? I watched it strictly because I'm like, oh my God, Simon Pegg is in this, hands down, I have to watch it. And then I'm just like, is this a Lifetime movie? Like, what is going on? Like, it was just it had a good script and good storyline and all this stuff. And it just, there were parts of it that weren't, like, it's not Emily Collins. It's maybe it is Emily Collins. I don't know. The actress that's in it. She was supposed to be like a district attorney of New York, and she looks like she's in her early 20s, and I couldn't get past that. You know, like, I'm just like, she's just very young looking to be a district attorney of Manhattan. So, but he just, you know, Star Trek, like he just dominates his roles.
Scotty in Star Trek is fantastic. He plays Benji Dunn in the Mission Impossible movies. So ever since he got added to the Mission Impossible movies, but even a lot of his more independent type films,
like Hector and the Search for Happiness. I love that movie. I remember being like, you have to watch this film. I love it so much. Like, I bet I love Simon Pegg. So Hector
had to be for Happiness.
Yeah.
Run Fat Boy Run.
I love Run.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
And he was, I don't know
Yeah.
if many people know this, but he was actually in Robin Williams' last film.
Oh,
It's
yes,
called,
yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
he was the star of it, actually. It's called
Yeah.
Absolutely Anything,
Yeah.
where Robin Williams was the voice of a dog.
Yeah.
And that was Robin's last film before he passed.
Hmm.
But yeah, Simon is great. And Nick is just as great. I mean, he hasn't had as much of a mainstream career as Simon has.
No, but I like Truth Seekers. So again, maybe I think Simon Pegg has more of a career in the United States aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, but that's a show. Pretty good. You should
But
watch
yeah,
it.
yeah, I've seen a couple
But they're
episodes.
both in that. But yeah, so they had to be on my list of a couple.
So Sean and Ed.
Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
Sean and Ed. Sorry, I did all actors.
No, it's totally fine.
But I could switch it.
Go.
I could do their characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be characters, but again, we'll go.
Yeah, but what if? Yeah.
What if what?
They're like these guys are in multiple films together, and they're all great films, so it's really hard to narrow down.
But that's not the assignment.
I failed. I failed. I put a little Lindsay. I did a Lindsay twist on it. I'm sorry.
We adapt as we go. It's totally fine. My number 3. It's funny that you went with a bromance for your number 3, because I actually went with a same-sex couple for my number 3. My number 3, speaking of Robin Williams, I had to put this couple on my list because they crack me up.
Yeah.
Seeing them as a couple. But it is oh crap. Albert and Armand from The Birdcage.
Yeah.
Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. God, they're so damn funny together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird that as over the top of a comedian that Robin can be, he is outshined in the over the top aspect by Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
In this movie. But that's just the brilliance of Nathan Lane as well. Like, Robin is more the straight man out of the two of them, and not straight as in like the sexual sense, but it's got just the two of them together. I adore this movie.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. And that's because I'm like, I loved it. It's just, yeah.
I'm doing later this year. There is a top 5 Robin Williams movies episode coming.
Yeah.
Closer towards like the anniversary of his birth and his death, but because they're within a month and a half of each other. And I've been putting it off because it is arguably going to be one of the hardest episodes for me to do, because he was such a hero of mine, and also because it's that difficult. I can't name a number 1 off the top of my head. I got to really put some thought into that episode.
He was a phenomenal actor in his craft, and not only that, like, just talented all the way around.
Yeah, but I can tell you, The Birdcage will be in my top 5 somewhere, because it is just, it's so well done. I mean, you look at the cast of Gene Hackman, Diane Wiest, Hank Azaria, Christine Baranski. Like, there is just Callista Flockhart is the daughter. I forgot about that too. Just our Albert and Armand are just such an amazing couple that there was no way I couldn't have them in my top 5. So there we go. My number 3, Albert and Armand from The Birdcage.
I'm going to watch that tonight. It's like I said, maybe like a month ago, I was just like, because it was like on the feed scrolling somewhere, like where it's just like what to watch suggestion. I was just like, I haven't seen The Birdcage in a really long time. And like, I'm sure you run into this problem all the time where you're like, sit down and you're like, what am I going to watch?
I'm not in that.
And you're like,
I'm not in that right now because I'm in Oscar mode.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get through a lot of the Oscar nominated movies, because we're going to do an Oscar predictions episode before the Oscars. So I'm trying to get through as many of them as possible, because I can't make predictions without seeing the movie. I can, they're just not going to be accurate. But yes, oftentimes I do that. And what sucks about that is I'll sit down and be like, I don't know what to watch. Like, I want to watch something. I don't know what to watch. and then I'll just end up watching something I've seen like 10,000 times,
Mhm.
like another episode of Parks and Rec or The Office, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I never
Yeah.
get to revisit.
But
stuff
it's
I
like a
wanna revisit.
routine. You want to have something going. Like, I don't know. We have a routine where we eat in front of the TV. I know it's not the greatest, whatever.
I
but
do it.
like,
I do it too.
But like, that's our like. So dinner's ready, and we're like, what are we gonna watch? And it's like we want to decide before the food gets cold.
Yeah, I do that too.
And a lot of times, we'll watch our shows, our programs, as I call them, and my husband makes fun of me, but that's.
You sure you're not in like your 70s?
I know. I watch my programs, yeah, and I call it the clicker. And like I was like, "Oh, will you hand me the clicker?" And he's like, "What is?"
That might be more Scranton in you.
I don't know.
That's that upper.
So for y'all listening and viewing this podcast, I am born and raised in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I now live in Asheville, North Carolina. But this weird, strange accent you sometimes hear is Scrantonian.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I've driven up to Scranton to meet with you, but like back in the day. So like we had coffee up in Scranton. It's a great place. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
life moves a little slower in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yes, it does. Nice quote, by the way.
Yeah.
Number two.
Number two, list. I will go with a movie, even though I have them as the actors again.
Okay. All right.
But Joe versus the Volcano, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
That's a good one.
I love Joe versus the Volcano. It is like
Which version of Meg Ryan? The final version?
The final version.
Okay.
But I do, I mean, so that's the thing. Like, so, but I put Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan as the number two because of Sleepless in Seattle and You Got Mail. And although those films are great, I'm not like I don't know. Maybe I'm just a certain rom-coms. There's got to be like a human, a very humorous aspect because my number one, very rom-commy. But Joe versus the Volcano. It's just ridiculous. And Tom Hanks and the orange soda. Like, it's just like who?
Abe Vigoda as an island native chief.
Yeah.
I think that's Patricia, right? I think there's, because I think
the character names?
The character name, because I think the first version of Meg Ryan is Dee Dee. The second one is definitely Angelica. I remember that one. And then Angelica's sister, I think, is Patricia, the one that he ends up with at the end.
Dee Dee.
Well, Dee Dee was the first one.
Yes.
Dee Dee was the one he worked with in The Office. Angelica and Patricia were the sisters. So
there is also IMDb changed their format on their website, and it drives me a little insane right now until I get used to it.
But yeah, that's
because it keeps bringing up like IMDb Pro, and I do have it, but I'm just not logged in. But you could like edit. It's a whole other thing. But yes, that's a really good choice though of Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks from Joe versus the Volcano. Mm-hmm. That I love that movie. It's that one, and The Money Pit is another. I could go. I love The Money Pit. I love the laughing where he's just like the maniacally like laughing like like
I'll tell you, that's another episode that's going to be really hard to do because I don't have a number one Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. I think I do.
He's another he's another, like, if you met him, I'm sure he would be like, I love how he jokes, like, with his obsession with typewriters, and someone sent him this, like, Corona, whatever typewriter to get on his podcast.
Yeah.
Did you see that letter?
It was Chris Hardwick.
Was it? No, I thought it was like it wasn't like a mainstream. Like, it wasn't like a celebrity person. It was just like a kid
Oh,
or something like that. And like,
no, Chris Hardwick and Tom talked about that on his podcast. Never mind, you're right.
Yeah. And like the way that he wrote back, like, oh, this, sending me a typewriter. You think that, you're going to get your way. Oh, wow. The keys are so nice. This is beautiful. All right, fine. I'll have your people call my people.
Letter
like,
on the typewriter.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that you would just qualify as one of the nicest people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are people that have issues with him. And I know we're kind of getting off the topic, but like two of the nicest people in Hollywood are two people that don't get along with each other. And that is Tom Hanks and Henry Winkler. They are two of the nicest people in the industry. They do not like each other. Well,
I did not know that they did not like each other.
I don't know if Tom Hanks has an issue with Henry Winkler, but Henry Winkler has issues with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And it goes back, I think, to Happy Days. No, it goes back to Dragnet. No, sorry, wrong again. Turner and Hooch. That's the correct
I
one.
like Turner and Hooch. I love that movie.
Henry Winkler was originally supposed to be the director of Turner and Hooch.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Hanks did not like the way he was directing that film. And Tom Hanks put his influence on and got Henry Winkler removed from the project.
Oh, okay. So I could see why they have a little feud, ongoing.
So Henry does not exactly have the best things to say about Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
So anyway, off the topic. Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks.
Joe
and Patricia from
Joe versus the Volcano.
That's just, God, that's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what I'll rewatch tonight. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're bringing this luggage with us.
Yes.
It's so good.
It's just an all around, it's just a ridiculous film, but the humor, I don't know. It's like they were making it up as they went along and just had fun with it. It was so great.
So my number 2 is a couple from my all-time favorite movie trilogy. Many people who are listening will already know what that trilogy is. If you know me, you know. But people are going to assume I'm talking about Marty and Jennifer. And I'm not. I'm not even talking about George and Lorraine McFly. My favorite couple for number 2, Doc Brown and Clara Clayton from Back to the Future 3.
Yeah. I just rewatched that. I love it.
That movie is so underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I honestly think that is my second favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah.
I think I like that better than 2. And the Doc Brown Clara aspect really is what adds to it. Like, I love the fact that this is a man who has been nothing more than science his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Makes this huge invention in time travel that nobody knows about but Marty. And because everybody thinks he's a crackpot, but then it only takes one person to just crack that exterior and get inside, and that's Clara.
Yeah.
And just the fact that their life in the end ends up with the two of them traveling through time together, because she was supposed to be written out of history anyway.
Yeah.
So now, like, they can just travel through time. They don't have to exist in any one point. He invents the locomotive, and they have children, and they're just.
I love that, that he's like, meet my boys, Jules and Vern. But I will say one thing that does bother me about that film, right?
Okay.
So at the end, right? So when the train time traveling machine comes back, right? Marty and Jennifer like leave, right? Mm-hmm. And then they go drive around. So they're gone for some time, like after Marty has like come back to the present. So let's say a few hours has passed by. How does
because
Doc
after
Brown know that they went back to that area?
He's a time traveler.
But how did he know that they were in that, like, they just happen to go back at the same time that the train comes?
Yeah, he's a time traveler. He can know that's where they're supposed to be.
It just doesn't make sense to me. That's the only thing. I mean, it's a whole time traveling thing. There's like a whole, plot, like holes with time travel. Any time travel movie, you could find these things. But I'm just like, they're gone for set. They have this like, they almost drag race. Not drag race. You know what I mean.
Well, yeah. Once Marty comes back, the DeLorean's destroyed. He goes to get Jennifer.
So you assume several hours have passed by.
Yeah.
But then they go back to like the scene of the.
You're putting way too much thought into this. It's a movie for starters.
Yes, I know.
and second, again, like I said, Doc Brown is a time traveler.
Yeah.
He can very easily, to put some logic behind this, go into the future past that point. So he already knows where Marty is headed back to because he set the time circuits. So if you want to kind of put logic into like how did he know a couple hours later to go to that point? Like again, he could very easily have traveled into the future or slightly, meaning like a couple hours into the future to see where Marty was going to be and then went to that point because he knew he would be there. This is going... Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
My number 2, Doc Brown, Clara Clayton.
Yeah.
Back to the Future Part 3. Which leads us into our number 1s for favorite movie couples. I think I already know... knowing you, I think I know the actress that's in your couple. But I'm very curious if I'm right or if I'm wrong. What have you got, number 1?
Well, since I can't go with the actors and have to go with their characters, I'm going to go with Lucy and Henry from 50 First Dates. Even though it's really hard because I love The Wedding Singer and I love Blended and I love everything that Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore do together. I love The Sandman. I mean, maybe because I'm a 90s person, but I also have had an obsession with Drew Barrymore from a very, very young age.
I knew it was going to be Drew Barrymore.
It's just very, and I mean, America's Sweetheart. She's been in so many films with other, like I could have picked any number of things, but like I was like, okay, they joke about doing another movie together because they place these movies apart. So you have The Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates, and then Blended. And now, they're talking about like some other film and I'm like, what is it? But I just, we recently rewatched The Wedding Singer. And it's just so, I could rewatch 50 First Dates. It's like, I get the forgetfulness. Like, I don't know. I'm just a sucker for it. It's not like, oh, it's the world's greatest movie of all time. It's very predictable. It's ridiculous.
The cast of characters in that movie, from Sean Astin to Rob Schneider, like they're so great. And I'm right there with you. Like I had a feeling you were going to pick Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, but I didn't know because I know how much you love Drew Barrymore. So I had a feeling your number 1 was going to be something associated with Drew Barrymore. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, well, it's got to be a Drew and Adam couple.
Yeah.
Which one is she going to choose? And I went, it's going to be 50 First Dates or The Wedding Singer. Like it's got to be one of the two of them.
Well, I love The Wedding. I love the soundtrack of both soundtracks of The Wedding Singer. I'm an 80s kid. Like I was born early 80s, not giving away my whole age, but, I'm up there, closer to the 70s.
I'm 79, so I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But just that time period, like, so The Wedding Singer is great, but 50 First Dates, because of my love of Hawaii, because of my love for just that energy. There's a Volkswagen thing in that movie, which is my number 1 car. Which I first saw that car in a movie that almost made my honorable mentions, but Reese Witherspoon and Paul Rudd from Overnight Delivery, which is a gem. of
I've never
a little,
seen that movie,
it's ridiculous.
but I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, it's Paul Rudd dancing a lot. That's the classification of like dancing angrily and like it's
I'm
just a
sold on
great
that
film.
alone.
Yeah. But there's a Volkswagen thing in that movie. It's purple. But I was like, what is this car? I love this car. And then, I spot it places here and there. It's a very rare car. But there is 1 in 50 first dates. And I'm like, of course they put my favorite car in my favorite setting with my favorite person. And, just the, like, and that's the thing that's like the ending, to like Back to the Future. Like I question like, how did he know or whatever? And I'm like, she's on this boat in the middle of like she wakes up, like I'd be like, what the hell is going on? What? But the chemistry on screen and off screen, it's there. That the set was extremely fun. It's just a bunch of friends making a movie. I would have loved to see like all the bloopers and everything from that. And it's just, I don't know, it's sweet. It's sweet.
Well, I mean, one of the things that I find really endearing is that, like, in addition to Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Aniston's another one who has come out and said multiple times that she just adores working with Adam.
Yeah.
And she couldn't, I mean, like, to the point where I heard her on a podcast, I think it was on Smartless, and like she was saying, I'm hoping to work with Adam again because he's so much fun to work with, and he picks the greatest locations to film.
It's usually Hawaii. He usually films in Hawaii.
And then lo and behold, we have a trailer popped up not too long ago that I think it's like Mystery Night or Mystery Date or something, Murder Mystery.
I'm like 2. Holding myself back right now.
No, Murder Mystery 2.
Because you have to do like, okay, let's go to your number 1.
Okay. Why are we doing this?
1. Just go to your number 1 because I can't fast forward this conversation.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So my number 1, I'm just thankful for your number 1. You didn't go Fever Pitch. Fast forward.
Well, I like Jimmy Fallon. He seems like a very nice guy, but I don't love Jimmy Fallon. But I do like, it's hard to explain. If I think he's a great person. Maybe I'd like to meet him in real life. But it's not that draw that like Adam Sandler draw or the,
Jimmy's better at hosting and sketch.
Yeah.
Not full-fledged actor. So, but I get it.
But I mean, I could have done Drew Barrymore and Justin Long because I have a love of Justin Long.
Oh yeah, that's another good one too.
Yeah, I think Justin Long can. It's like horror comedy. I love him in New Girl.
Nerd in Galaxy Quest.
Nerdy. I'm a sucker for nerdy, goofy boys. But I do love Justin Long. So yeah, you're number 1. Go.
Okay. My number 1, again, I went with someone, I tried to go kind of more obscure for all of mine, hence Doc Brown and Albert and Armand. But my number 1, I couldn't avoid this one. They're so mainstream, I couldn't avoid it. My number 1 is Wesley and Buttercup from The Princess Bride. I mean, they are the quintessential movie couple. Like they are. This movie, The Princess Bride, is basically about it's them. It's their relationship.
I don't like that they're like, oh, that might be remade or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm all for
Who
like
said
reviving
they're remaking
things.
The Princess Bride.
Just do a quick Google search. People are like that it's in the works or these rumors or whatever, but they can't. Like, if there was ever a perfect movie,
it's The Princess Bride.
It's The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Like
from the cast to the story itself, the stories behind the scenes, like it is, you're right. It is a perfect movie. I had the distinct pleasure of moderating a panel with Carrie Elwes last year. So I got
He
to
also
be
seems like a very nice, fun guy.
he is, no lie,
Yeah.
one of the nicest men ever met.
Yeah.
And his panels are interesting because Carrie is he's a very big storyteller. He loves telling stories. So anytime you do a panel with Carrie, like usually as a moderator, I have to go up there and I have to put everything together. I have to figure out where to start, where to end, where to incorporate the audience, and then go from there. Carrie actually formats the first 3 questions for you because he wants to tell stories.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, he gives you the first 3 topics of what you. It's up to me as a moderator to figure out how to transition from one to the other and make it seem like it's not formatted. Which I actually did very well. And this was my first panel in 3 years because of the pandemic. I hadn't been on stage in 3 years. So I was very nervous. So much so that I was working this event and I'd given myself like 4 or 5 panels, but I was so busy that I had to keep giving them away. I was like, hey, can you do this one for me? Can you do this one for me? And everybody was fine. But then Carrie was the last panel of the weekend and everybody was like, no, we're not taking it. You need to go on stage. You need to do one because we know how much you love it. You got to do it. Carrie's the perfect one to do. Like, because we know you love him. Like, just go upstage, be on stage with Carrie. We'll take care of everything else. I was like, okay. So I was really nervous. 1, because it's Carrie, and 2, because I hadn't done it in 3 years.
Yeah.
But we did the pre-formatted questions. And then I asked him, I was like, before we even started, I was like, when we're through all these, I said, can I ask my own? He's like, yeah, you can ask me whatever you want. He's like, I just like doing these to tell the stories. I completely understand. So we did that. And then I asked a couple questions of my own. And then we went into the audience. I had every intention of ending this conversation on stage with him, getting him to say, as you wish.
I was going to ask, I said, I was going to be like, how many times, like if the questions from the audience or something like that, does someone ask him to say, as you wish? He probably
it never came up. And I was going to get him to say it at the end of the panel. So we wrap up the panel. I had his book on me because I was reading it on the plane and I wanted to kind of like just tell people about it on stage. Had no intention of getting him to sign it because I'm not a big signature person. I'm more about the picture and the memory through the picture because autographs can be bought. So I had the book on me. We walk off stage and within 30 seconds of walking off stage, I'm like, oh man. And he looked at me like in a panic. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, I totally wanted to get you to say as you wish on stage before we left. He looked at me. He's like, they've heard it. He's like, they've heard it before.
Yeah.
We're fine. And he's like, thank you for bringing my book out there. Like, he's like, I appreciate you kind of promoting that. He's like, did I sign that for you? I was like, no, I didn't sign. He's like, well, do you want me to? I was like, you can, if you want to. He's like, all right, we just have to find a pen. And I had a Sharpie in my pocket because I was working all weekend. So I happened to have one. I was like, oh, actually I have a Sharpie in my pocket. He looks at me. He's like, you didn't want me to sign your book? I was like, I swear this is totally coincidence that I had this pen on me. So he signed my book and he thanked me for the panel on the book and everything. We took a bunch of pictures afterwards. He was seriously, I know we got off topic, but like he was seriously the nicest.
Still on topic. We're still talking about the actor. So
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was seriously the nicest guy. He was willing to take as many pictures with him as I wanted to.
Yeah.
And he was so nice.
No. I think there's not a week. I don't want to say day, but like not a week goes by where I'm not quoting something from that film.
Yeah. And like looking back at what you said about the possible remake, I don't see anybody else who could play that part other than Carrie Elwes and Robin Wright.
No. And you can't recreate it. It's just going to flop. No offense to whatever, but
they did do something fun with it during the pandemic.
Yes, but that was funny. And
that was
the
tongue
actors.
in cheek and meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a legitimate remake of it, you couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I love to. I don't know if you're familiar with this at all, but I know you like I know you like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, so I know you're a fan of Ryan Reynolds. But I don't know if you've ever seen it. Ryan released a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2 called Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah.
And it opens with him in a recreation of the Princess Bride bedroom with Fred in the bed. And he's tied to the bed, held hostage to Deadpool reading him the script from Deadpool 2. And it's brilliant.
I did not see it, but now I will look it up just for that reason. But yes, I am a fan of Ryan Reynolds. What did we just watch? Harold and Kumar. Because Dave's like, I don't know if I've ever. Yes, there's so many people in that movie.
I don't remember. I don't remember Ryan Reynolds.
He's like,
he's the surgeon.
Yeah.
That's
I think he's like a nurse maybe, but like
that's where the "but why" meme comes from.
Yeah.
That I use quite often actually.
But yeah, he's I loved Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Well, I think it's just called Two Guys and a Girl or whatever.
I think when it started, it was Two Guys and a Girl. Him and Nathan Fillion. Yeah.
Yeah. But that
another guy I absolutely love.
Yes. Yeah. That again, and I bet you he's super nice in real life.
I've met him as well.
Yeah.
He is. He's incredibly nice.
So, but why I was cutting you off and said, go fast forward, because my honorable mentions, and it's so funny that you're number one. So that's my honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay. But Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler for Murder Mystery.
Oh,
also, just go with it. But because they work together and they've been friends for like years, since prior to both of them really getting famous or anything like that. They have a really good friendship. But I'm very excited for the new Murder Mystery. I love mysteries. I love solving, I'm a mystery. That's my
because I know you were really looking forward to like Murder on the Nile and
Death on the Nile and
Death on the Nile,
yeah. I that 2-3 years I waited for that. I'm like, Ben, where is it? What is going on? I know it's made. I know it's done. Why won't they just release it?
Glass Onion and Knives Out are fantastic movies. Yeah.
And then there's going to be another. So they signed on for a bunch. Yeah. But yeah, I love, that's my book genre. I like historical fiction. I like historical fiction when it's paired with a mystery. But speaking, we had talked about Canadian television, but Murdoch Mysteries. I'm a Murdochian, as it's called.
Oh, God.
Which is this show's been on for 16 years. It's so good. And I didn't even Dave started watching it. And I'm like, what do you watch? It started off as as a PBS looking type show. Mm-hmm. And then I was just drawn in, and that's pairing historical fiction. But so honorable mentions. And then I also have Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio for Titanic, because we're on the anniversary of Titanic, 25 years.
Yeah. And that's another one. That's another one of those mainstream ones that I could have very easily thrown into my list. But I'll be honest with you, I saw Titanic opening weekend.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
So we're talking 97?
97. But see, I was a teenager. I was a teenage girl in 1997. And what did you do? You saw that film. You dragged it.
It was me and the girl I was dating in high school. We went to see that movie opening weekend. And believe it or not, there were not a lot of people in the theater. Because I think at that time, because it's a 3-hour long movie, and I really don't think a lot of people were willing to sit that long until they knew the movie was good.
Yeah.
So it took a couple days for that movie to really start packing the theaters. Nowadays, you can go and see a 3-hour movie opening night and it's packed.
Well, I went opening weekend, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, oh, take me. I'm there.
My thing was, and I think this is probably the reason why I haven't watched it since it came out, is because I remember when that movie was over, going back to the car with my girlfriend at the time, and her bawling her eyes out for no lie, a half hour, and me not crying at all.
Yeah.
And her looking at me how can you not be crying? You're heartless. I'm like, I knew the fucking boat was going to sink. Like,
Yeah.
I knew
I
that I was
like
going to
the
see
fact
people were
that
going to die.
they put the if Leo could have fit on the door so James Cameron did a recreation.
Mythbusters did it already.
Yeah, but it's James Cameron doing it and like stunts and things like that, and they like tried all these scenarios, and he would have ended up probably more than likely, even if or both of them dying.
Or both of them would have died. Yeah.
But I think like just that ending, the shot, what I liked about the film was at the end where it's showing all the pictures of her life. You know, it's Kate Winslet flying a plane. She's on a horse, and all her life, like all the things that she ended up doing with her life. That's what touched me the most about this film was not to say like the romance thing. I was more interested in like, oh my God, she was like, I'm trapped in this life that I don't want. And like went on to do like all these wonderful life adventure things
Because of him.
Not like because of him, but also because of herself, making that decision, because she had multiple the times she could have. So like, that's how I view the film. I don't view it as like the romance movie. I view it as like the protagonist, Kate Winslet, star that Rose is like. That's how I view the film.
I get
so
it.
Romance aside.
My only connection, my connection to that movie is I feel like
Bill Paxton?
I feel like I'm dropping names constantly on this episode. No, is moderating a panel with Victor Garber, who was the ship designer in the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
like, who did he?
That's
play?
really my only connection. I'm a big Billy Zane fan too, so
But I recently Dave and I went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, to go to the life-size Titanic Museum.
There's a life-size Titanic museum.
There's a life-size Titanic museum. It's actually, and I have very strange that it's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, but it's there because the second person to ever to dive and go to Titanic and the wreckage and everything like that is from that area, and decided to build this museum. But it's a scaled down size, but.
Well, then it's not life size then.
Well, that's how they say it.
If it's only scaled down, it's not life size.
It's it's the front part of the ship.
Oh, so everything that they have is actual size. It's just not the full ship.
Correct. Yeah, okay. Like it's and you walk through. You can't take any photos or anything on the first floor.
Is it actual stuff from the Titanic?
Yeah,
like that they've brought up from the Titanic.
Photos. Like I wanted to take a lot of photos myself or video, but you can't until you get to the second level, and then the second level is the more campier stuff, like. What like sit in a rowboat, see the size of the rowboat, feel the temperature of the water, stand on the angles of like the boat, like as it was like sinking, like what the angles are, game type stuff. It's like more of the kitschy stuff.
Yeah.
But the first floor is all like relic stuff, photographs. There was this priest that was aboard the Titanic and had a collection of photographs. And there's that one photograph where it's like a boy playing a spin wheel thing. It's a very famous photograph. Like that was the priest's photo, but he like kept all these photos, and until he died, they didn't get discovered.
Well, I wonder why you're not allowed to take photographs as long as you're not using a flash.
They said no. And it's like heavily like there's like crew, and then they have a complete recreation of the famous staircase.
Oh, I figured they would probably have that.
And so the weirdest part is you get a guest name is your ticket, and you go through the experience as this guest, and at the end you learn if they lived or passed on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. But yeah, I don't know. This is supposed to be about couples. We're talking about the Titanic. But hey, it's, you know what? It's good for your podcast because it's the 25th anniversary. And now you could like hashtag Titanic. And,
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. I can add
and
it.
there's a discussion about it so people can, yeah.
We'll get some more hits.
Yeah.
Um,
So your honorable mentions, who we working with here?
I'll go through a couple of mine real quick. Again, I only have a couple. I threw a couple out already. Princess Leia and Han Solo, I mentioned already. Lois and Clark from Superman is a big one. Not from Man of Steel, because that's a horrible movie. And that Lois, Amy Adams, is horrible as Lois Lane in that movie. Indiana Jones and Marion. From Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I could have done that.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Karen Allen. Oh my God.
I'm surprised you didn't actually. Talking about a couple that actually became a real life couple for a good amount of time after this movie and are no longer a couple anymore. John and Jane from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
And the last one I have on there, and this is if there are people out there, this is a movie that flew under the radar for a little bit, but I absolutely love this movie. And if you haven't seen it, Sarah and Niles from Palm Springs.
With Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg and Christina
Adam
Milioti.
Sandler, and Lisa as well.
Yeah.
But no, that's that's good.
That is a great movie.
Like my dog. For those that are listening and not watching.
Your dog came in the background.
A dog came into the screen and he's looking outside. Oh, there you go.
Palm Springs is such a great movie. Like it's very Groundhog Day, but it has its own twist.
It's more darker. But Andy Samberg, he's another person I think is got to be like the nicest I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine too. Like he's just hilarious all around. I'm surprised that you didn't say Julia Roberts and George Clooney from any number of.
So, I mean, we can go what? Like, no, Out of Sight was Jennifer Lopez. What movies did they do together? I know they did a couple.
Well, the recent one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Destination Wedding? No. What's the
Destination Wedding? Why do you keep naming these J-Lo movies? Do you have a thing for J-Lo?
No. As a matter of fact, I think like Geely and Jersey Girl are horrible.
I was gonna put Jay and Silent Bob on my list.
I would have counted it. Ticket to Paradise. That's the one with him and Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet, but I need to.
Meh. I like the setting. I mean, but I don't know. I think it's just like when romantic things like that, I'm less typical of oh, you're a woman, you should like movies like that. Like we just watched Your Place or Mine with Reese Witherspoon
and Ashton Kutcher.
And I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to this movie. It looks like it's going to be funny. And parts of it were funny. And then it gets to the end part and I'm like, nah. Okay.
I'm like that too. Like I like the off the collar, more non-traditional romantic stuff. Like I've still to this day have never watched The Notebook. I know people count it as one of the greatest romantic movies of all time. Never seen it. I think what's the one with Keanu and Sandra Bullock? The Lake House.
Lighthouse. Yeah.
Lake House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're sending
I've never seen
letters through time.
I just love Keanu Reeves, but I've never seen it. But there's another couple, Sandra Bullock and Speed. Speed,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's so many good ones out there. To only name 5 is kind of difficult. But we got through it. You had a couple of really good ones. I'm still stuck on that Meg Ryan
Joe versus because
Volcano.
I
feel like I need to rewatch that.
You do. I think it's such a great film. Is it 70? I don't have it what year that it came out. I don't know if it's an 80s or a 90s movie.
Joe versus Volcano, that's
Yeah.
definitely 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely 80s.
Or like tail end, maybe. Or like, because it's like there's that blurry line between the end of the 80s.
I'm wrong. It's 1990.
Yeah. There's their blur. Like you don't know if it's 80s or 90s. Because
right
a lot
on the
of people associate the 90s with that like grungy or Y2K going into type fashion. But that wasn't until like the later, like the early 80s was very, or the early 90s was very still much the 80s.
Yeah.
I just think about what I wore. And how I looked. So
I don't even remember what I wore back during that time. I don't even want to think about it.
My teased hair.
Yeah.
Thick bangs that were like from the back of my head and just like teased hairspray.
I feel like I might be watching Joe versus the Volcano as I'm editing this.
Yeah, see?
That's such a great movie.
It's good.
It's a great
Are
movie.
you Joe Banks? Like, and it's so like I recently met someone whose name was Joe Banks, and I did that, and they just looked at me like, "What?"
You know who else is in that movie too? From one of the previously mentioned couples, Nathan Lane.
Yeah,
Nathan Lane is one of the natives.
So here, that's a person I could have met. Is Nathan Lane? We were at Starbucks together. Oh. Not together, like, oh, I'm hanging out with Nathan Lane. He was in front of me in line. And I'm like, that's Nathan Lane. And Dave's like next to me. We're like, and I'm like, I'm not going to bother him. He's just getting his coffee, like whatever. And
Where were you? New York?
New York, yeah.
Okay.
Out on Long Island. Yeah. And he's just like, and I'm like, people probably come up to him all the time. Like, I don't know. And I could have met Paul Rudd too. I saw him in a play called Grace. Michael Shannon. Him and Michael Shannon were in this play called Grace. And we went to see it, and they leave the theater, like they leave, and I'm like arms reach, and I'm like lockdown. I'm like, I can't do it.
Let me tell you, and I'll wrap up with this before I let you get your plugs in. I watched, and I highly recommend anybody who's listening to go look for this if you haven't already. By the time you're listening to this, it'll still be fresh. At the time we're recording, last night, Paul Rudd was on Jimmy Fallon promoting Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Sorry,
and at one point,
my dog is...
It's fine. And at one point,
my dog, Indiana Bones.
At one point during the interview, Jimmy and Paul find a very slim piece of tape on Jimmy's desk. So Paul takes it and he sticks it in his nose, hanging out so it looks like snot.
Yeah.
And just goes on with the interview as he's got this like snot line hanging from his nose. It doesn't do me any justice me talking about it. I was hysterical watching it because it's Paul Rudd.
I know. He's funny. He's the sexiest man, or one of like. I mean, finally they went with someone who's actually like sexy in my eyes, and he's got mad dancing skills. I love that type of that. It's just all around humor.
He never ages.
Yeah. Could have done Claire Danes. I could have done Alicia Silverstone and Paul Rudd, and Clueless is another couple. Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd is another Paul Rudd character. Where they're together. Reese Witherspoon and Paul Rudd have been in multiple movies together as a couple. Rabbit hole. Okay, yay.
I don't worry. There will be a Paul Rudd episode of Wilhelm down the road as well.
Yeah. Are you going to bring me
actor, we'll do an episode. I could. I very easily could.
Where I could mess up with my list.
Not know the assignment.
You
got through it. It was good. But
like everyone I picked were in multiple movies together as couples.
You just had to pick the movie.
I just had to pick the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I missed it.
It's all right. We got through it. That's all that matters. What have you got going on that you want to plug right now?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. There's a baby coming. So I'm kind of gonna break a little, but still have things like running on auto. I'm, very active on my Instagram. If people could go follow me on my personal Instagram, there's lots of funny, witty little videos. A lot of them, I not drag my husband. My husband,
no, he's fully into it.
He's fully into it, and like is a he is like he is Paul Rudd. I married Paul. Type person. If Paul Rudd and Nacho Libre
oh my God, that's a combination.
We're together. So like there's a lot of funny videos there. They should go watch our pregnancy announcement video. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
It came out around Halloween. That is a hilarious video on YouTube, but it's on my Instagram, it's on my TikTok. But all that stuff is under the Lindsay Boo. My professional page, where I try to act like I have my shit together, is Lindsay Barrasse, and it's Lindsay with an A, so Lindsay Barrasse. I'm a marketing and media strategist. If you need help with all things social media, I have been in this game since the dawn of social media, as you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm on all kinds of updates. I know the ins and outs of social media. I could definitely help individuals learn how to manage and grow their Instagram, how to monetize their social medias, all different kind of accounts, how to make money from anywhere to Instagram reel bonuses to having your Amazon hooked up where you're, getting affiliate links and getting some commission off of that, to making Amazon KDP books. So I'm also a author, and have some things on Amazon, some journals and books that people can buy. So if they just do a Google search of my name, and they could watch my old films. I haven't made a movie in 3 years because of the pandemic, and then Life and Baby, and I've just been doing the commercial side of things. But they could, check out the Road Less Traveled, which is a film that I did a few years back, which I absolutely adore and love.
I love that film too. I thought that was really well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I just the nostalgic of it. It's horror-ish. With a twist. So that's me in a nutshell. Here's me in a nutshell. Oh. And they could follow, I'll pitch my husband because I love him. He is a talented filmmaker as well, but he does primarily social video work. So even if you're across the country or in another country, he could help coach you how to best practices for video for social media. We have Voyager Video and Asheville Video Marketing. And he could, coach you on how to film your videos or edit your videos, or he could even edit them for you, adding subtitles and things like that. And, strategically build a marketing campaign for your business, be it, I don't know, if you're a person or if you're a business with multiple people working for you, he's got your needs covered.
There you go.
There you go. Sorry, I plugged him too because he is the father of my child.
Well, I mean, you plugged what he does, but you didn't plug how people can contact him.
I said Voyager Video and Asheville Video Marketing. So those are his handles.
Oh, those are his Instagram handles.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry. All across social media platforms. Okay. But his name is David Corigliano, spelled phonetically Corigliano, which people look at and they stop. I kept my last name because people could actually they attempt it. For his name, they're like blah 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 blah. And
although
it's
there are people that mispronounce your last name as well,
but not as bad as his.
Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, the worst I've ever gotten is Barrasse, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can
That's
see
what
how
I was
people could
called in
do
high
that.
school. So.
That's just because children are cruel.
Yeah.
So. But thank you for coming back on and doing this.
Thank you for having me. Sorry I messed up the assignment. Sorry that I talk for a long time. Sorry that I'm a goofball. But hey, you get what you get with me.
We got back on track. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
And
Crumble. Thank you for
Thank you for not sponsoring, but being a topic of conversation for this video.
Yeah.
Going forward past this episode, there's going to be a post credit, as I'm calling it, the Wilhelm post credit. I'm not going to do it this episode just because we got a lot of stuff out there and there's no listener feedback for this episode. So, but
we got a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, but going forward, there'll be like a little solo sesh with me, talking about social media links where you can find me, listener feedback, and Patreon shout outs. But since the Patreon hasn't launched yet and there's no feedback, we'll skip it. So with that being said, make sure you check me out on all of my socials as well. You can find everything from social media to places to reviews to places to leave feedback at wilhelmpodcast.com. Same thing on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, wilhelmpodcast.com is the easiest way to find it. That being said, I think that's it. Lindsay, thanks again for coming on.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Next episode.
Love. Happy beheading babies. Day.
What?
Well, St. Valentine was beheaded.
Oh, but you said babies. I'm like,
well, because he's like a little Cupid thing. He's like pictured as like this little Cupid cherub thing.
This went dark really quick.
Beheading babies on the next Wilhelm.
Next episode of Wilhelm, just in time for the March 6th release of History of the World Part 2. Will be my friend Eric joining me to talk about our top 5 favorite Mel Brooks projects.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And we're both looking forward to History of the World Part 2.
I saw a teaser picture of Jack Black.
Did you see the trailer?
I did not.
Watch the trailer.
Well, because I try not to watch trailers as much as I could because sometimes trailers, one, it's either completely off, or two, it gives the whole thing away.
I don't think it's going to give the whole thing away because it's a 4-night series.
Yeah.
It's not a movie. It's a 4-part series on Hulu. And when you watch the trailer, legitimately, it is a who's who of comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everyone from Jack Black to Jason Mantzoukas to there's so many people in this project.
I love when things I really love the Weird Al movie because of that.
Yeah.
Like all the little Conan O'Brien's was my favorite.
Oh my God, that was hysterical. I was very skeptical about A History of the World Part 2 when I heard it was coming. I'm like, I don't know if it can be done, especially if Mel's not behind it. And then I saw Mel was the one that wrote it. And I'm like, all right, that's it. Yeah. I'm in. All I need.
Yeah.
Although you could never.
Sorry, I'm not a crazy person who rocks back and forth or whatever. It's because I'm supposed to move every couple. I'm not supposed to sit for very long periods of time and all this stuff with pregnancy and blah 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 blah. But those are for people who are watching. For people who are listening, sorry, you can't see.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry that you cannot see my pregnancy-ness.
That's all right. We're wrapping it up anyway. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking me out. But until next time, we'll see you on another episode of Wilhelm. Take care.
Thank you. Mahalo. Bye.